ought to be showing here in just a second.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
waiting for it to start on YouTube. All right. The live is now up.
All right. Well, hello.
All right. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and get the intro and we'll get rolling here.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Hi, this is Ivan from Men Without Hats, and you're listening live from Nashville to the D&D Dynamite 80s podcast with
Nice.
DC and DH.
Live from Nashville, Tennessee, you are listening to the D&D Dynamite 80s podcast with your hosts, DC and DH. So guys, take it away. Hey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I do my normal introduction and intro, Erica, could you bring that drink cup back up? Because that just cracked me up. Look at this, DC. You missed
You know
it.
what?
missed
I
it.
thought you might like this. I made sure I got this one special for you guys.
There we go. That's 80s.
Like we would need it, but yeah,
Right.
that's awesome.
It is great.
I saw that and I cracked up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. I'm DH.
Hey, I am DC.
And we're here to take another fantastic look back at all things 80s and whatever else we start talking
Whatever we
about
come
tonight.
up with. Yeah.
DC, how's your week been, brother?
Hey, not bad, not bad. We're getting
Oh.
closer to spring break, so that's good.
Yeah, spring break, honey-do list, everything's coming up. You know, it's
just
a good,
to work.
good time.
Instead of working at
Good
school, I'll
time.
be working here. So.
You work
Yes,
at home.
good.
That's right.
Right.
That's
See, yeah, there you go, Erica. That's it. Always.
Well, I know
doing
all
something.
about those lists. Yes, I do.
Well, DC, this is going to be an amazing show tonight. We got an
Yes,
amazing guest on.
yes.
So I'm going to throw it over and let you go ahead and do the introduction.
Yeah, we are
And,
honored to have Erika Miner with us tonight.
Yes.
Musician, songwriter, and I am just blown away. Do you ever stop working?
Well, I do when it's like, time for a basketball game or a volleyball tournament. You can ask my kids, but I feel like up here I'm kind of always working even when I don't know
Gotcha.
it. So
See,
Well, you're involved in a lot of different projects, and I was just amazed with following some of the stuff that you do and all that.
thank you.
Now, DH and I were, before we came on live, we were wondering, were you with the Molly Ringwalds at one time as well, or you've done some stuff with them?
Yes. So the Jolly Ringwalds, which
Jolly,
are
okay.
now there could be some Molly Ringwalds out there somewhere. I'm
Yeah.
not going to discount that.
Yeah,
But
Jolly,
here in Chicagoland, we have the Jolly Ringwalds, and I was fortunate enough to meet Liz Berg, who is the band leader there, and
Yes,
she
we
did
had
tell
Liz
me
on
that
years ago.
she's been on the show and she
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. And so I had met her through some mutual friends in the music community. And then she asked me at one point, she said, from time to time, I need a sub to come in and play keyboards, maybe do some backing vocals. Would you be interested in that? And I said, yeah, I would do that. Sure. I mean, I love
Yeah.
80s music. So
Yeah.
I just thought that would be a nice way for me to kind of, just keep myself challenged.
Sure.
In the band that I play in, we're playing Guns N' Roses all the time. So we're doing this,
Well,
we're
yeah,
doing
we're
the
gonna
same
talk about
material
that.
over and over. And so I thought, well, this would be another way to keep me challenged, because then I have to play different material and kind of adapt to playing with different people.
Right.
So I really believe that subbing for a musician is a very worthwhile thing to do. I think it's very helpful to just keep your mind sharp, keep you motivated, keep you challenged. So when she asked me to do that, I said, well, sure, I would really like to. And so kind of started to get to know her a little bit better, get to know the band a little bit better. And it's a great group of people. She really has a fantastic group there. And they play all over Chicagoland. They do festivals, they do casinos, you
Right.
name it. They do it. And so I remember the first few times I played with them, I was pretty nervous, because I thought, oh gosh, here I'm the new girl and I'm going to screw up and, all this stuff. And they were just super nice and always very welcoming. And it's like anything else. The more you do it, the more you get used
The
to
more
it.
comfortable you
And
are, yeah.
by the maybe third, fourth, whatever, fifth time I had played with them, it was much easier. And I just felt much more, relaxed. And so I do play with Jolly Ringwalds from time to time, and I really enjoy it. They're an excellent bunch, excellent group of people.
Do you play the keyboards when you're with them?
I do. I
Okay.
play the keyboards. I do play also a little bit of rhythm guitar. It's definitely secondary to the piano for me. But I do enjoy doing that. We do a thing called the Monster Jams here in Chicagoland. The first Thursday of every month, and it's just a sign up, come and do the songs that you want to do. It's completely unrehearsed. It's everybody from solo people to people in bands to people who aren't in a band or just want to play music, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
So everybody's welcome to come and sign up. We do that on a spreadsheet ahead of time, and it's completely unrehearsed. You show up. And so sometimes when I go to Monster Jams, I'm able to play some guitar there too, which is a lot of fun and keeps me challenged in that way as well.
Yeah.
So one of the things, Erika, I kind of want to dive into is tell us about how your project with the guns, how did that come about?
Well, that came about, I have to say, first of all, I never really in my life thought that I would play in a Guns N' Roses tribute band. It was never something that would have just, come to me in a dream or during the day or at any time, really. It just wouldn't have. I've always been a fan of Guns N' Roses, but it just wasn't something I would have necessarily seen myself doing. So what happened was I had played in a couple other bands previously. So I was, out there in the community and in the Chicago area. And so I was starting to get to know a lot of different people, networking with a lot of different people. And a gentleman by the name of Mick Lucid, who is a legendary bass player here in the Chicago music community, been around for a long time, playing in a lot of different bands, knows a lot of people. I was connected with him through Facebook. I'd never met him in person, never ever, but he had seen some of the work that I had done, some of the material that I had worked with, and he just reached out to me. This was in 2023, I guess. And he said, we are at a point where we would like to add more songs to our catalog and our repertoire of what we do, but we can't move any further until we have a piano, until we have a keyboard player, because we do not want to use tracks. We're very adamant that our performance has to be 100% live, no tracks. So I thought, well, good for them if that's what they want to do, and they seem pretty sure about it. So he said to me, look, we'd like to have you come to rehearsal and just try some things out, and see what you think and see if it's a good fit. No pressure, just show up, and if it's for you, great. If it's not, understand. So this was probably July of 2023 that I showed up to a rehearsal and really liked the 5 guys and got along with everybody. And it just kind of, I wasn't sure exactly what they were looking for. I thought, obviously I knew ahead of time the material that they needed me to play, and I knew that they had been working on it previously, which is great because I wasn't showing up with a bunch of people that were just now learning those songs. They had already prepared them. They just needed me to come in and add my part to it. So I really respected their approach in that, they were prepared, they were organized, they were on the ball. Nobody was wasting any time. So I came in and played the songs, November Rain, Estranged, and some of the other songs that maybe didn't have keyboards on the original recordings, but that I was able to sort of add to, here and there, and just kind of filled in the parts a little bit. And they liked what I was doing, what I had to offer. They asked me to come back again, and we had a show, a little music festival in Kenosha, Wisconsin called Tribute Island. And they said, do you think you'd be able to join us for that? And I said, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. And so that was early August of 2023. And I guess you'd say the rest is history. So really proud of the progress that the band has made. I think we've come a long way in a short amount of time.
Yeah. So DC and I, we were going to start a Guns N' Roses tribute band, but we're really old, and we didn't think anybody would come see Rusted Guns and Wilted Roses. Well, that's true, but we didn't think anybody would come see Rusted Guns and Wilted Roses. I just don't think that. I just
Well,
don't think that would happen.
you know what? None of us in my band are spring chickens whatsoever, and there are times that we feel like exactly what you just described, the rusty and the wilted. Especially, we play a 2.5 hour show out in the
Oh.
heat and humidity in the summer. That's exactly what it is when we drag ourselves off that stage. So I know what you're talking about. We have been there, and we will be there again. So.
See, we would have to go for a 15-minute nap after one song. We'll be back. Y'all just mingle amongst yourself,
Yeah, just take a short break. Yeah.
Right, it's all
Nowadays
good.
you can have the video production. Just play some
Right,
videos and
yeah.
you come back. Yeah.
See, DC, there's always a way. See,
There's
Erica's
always
got
a
it
way.
figured out. By
That's
the
right,
way,
that's
Erika,
right.
I want to say thank you and congratulations. You are the first show of season 6 on D&D.
Yeah, we're starting
Oh,
our
that's
6th year.
right. Awesome. I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you for
Yes.
having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, everybody.
Yeah, don't say that again, please.
That sounded
Well-
kind of weird, didn't it?
See, you guys have been at this for a while. That's great. That's
Yes.
fantastic.
But we still
we
haven't
hadn't got
got
any
it
better
right.
at
I
doing
love
it,
that
so there you
Aquanet
go.
just cracks me up. I got to get one of those. That's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. The
I love that.
Aquanet
Well-
drink.
So I saw this. I'm trying to think, where did I think this was actually, there was a Facebook group that I kept seeing, and I thought that some of the posts were so funny. I finally joined it. It's kind of like a Gen X women's group, and it covers a lot of different topics, everything from humor to rage to and anything in between that us middle-aged women have to deal with. So somebody posted a picture of they had ordered some of these cups for a girls trip, and they wanted to give them out to their friends. And I thought, oh, why? That looked like something I have to have, because when I was a little kid, my grandmother always had a red can of Aquanet that looked just like this on her bathroom counter.
Yep.
And it was always there, no matter what. And I thought, oh, I need to have that. So
Sure.
I looked on Amazon, and what do you know? Amazon's got everything, right? So they
Right.
have it.
That's the
And
truth.
I brought it to the gym where I work out, and everybody loved it there, and they wanted one. And I said, it's just being an 80s musician. I had to have it.
There
That
you
is
go.
hilarious. Well, DC always used Aquanet on Friday nights before he went on his dates with
What
the
day?
channel 2 lineup,
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, well,
he was watching Dallas.
Right.
This was used by many a 80s male rock
Sure.
star as well. I happen
Yes.
to know that for a fact. So this was not exclusive to women. I mean, not at all.
No,
So
gosh, no. All the hair
No.
metal bands
Oh,
had their own
that's right.
flavor.
they had
That's right.
they had to do something because your hair just naturally does not stick out this far.
no, it does
Need some
not.
help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's been there, and it still is. Maybe not necessarily the same brand, but plenty of other ones out
I
there.
was going to say, I wonder if they still make that, the Aquanet.
I don't know. We were backstage at a theater one time, and I did find a can of not Aquanet but Rave, and it was
Oh,
the
wow, yeah.
turquoise, the teal, and so
Yes.
that to me I think was more maybe like early '90s.
Right.
But I was pretty impressed that I found
Found
Rave.
some Rave,
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
in the wild, I found it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was
Yeah,
really
you
something.
definitely didn't want to be by an open flame.
No,
Around with
no.
that
In fact,
stuff, I'd
I
say.
still make jokes about that when I am getting ready for a show. I will say, especially if it's during the summer when the humidity is
Right.
higher, and at that point, there's no point in trying to make my hair go straight. It's not going to do that. So I just embrace the curl and the waviness that I have. And sometimes I can get a little carried away. And before we know it, wow, it's out to here. And I always joke around with, my bandmates, whoever's around, hey, no candles, no lighters, please. Like just
Right.
keep a safe distance. I need one of
Right.
those signs to keep
Right.
back 200 feet or something, because
That's right.
you never know. I mean, it could be dangerous.
That's
Yeah,
like back in the day, we couldn't use Aquanet and wear our parachute pants because that friction is going to ignite that if you.
Yeah, it's just probably not a good idea.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, plus it'd be hard to fit in a tight space, if
Right.
you got the parachute in it, you're not
That's a
gonna
great
fit.
point.
So yeah,
Excuse me, let me turn my head sideways
Yeah.
so I can
Let me
go
go
through your
sideways
door.
into here. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Something's gotta go.
Oh,
Yep.
We have Erika Miner with us tonight, musician and songwriter. I want to talk about the songwriter writer part of you here in just a minute, but
Great.
you triggered something else I want to ask about.
Mhm.
Was how difficult was it with Guns N' Roses music to make those changes for you to be able to be involved with a keyboard kind of
So
situation?
really the approach that the guys had already kind of discussed before I got there was that they wanted to be able to play the songs on the later albums. So the Use Your
Ah,
Illusion 1 and 2 albums, you have songs like, November
okay.
Rain, which was
Yeah.
probably the biggest song on MTV ever, most expensive video, most watched video. And so they really wanted to be able to play that with live
Okay.
keyboards without tracks. And then there was sort of a follow-up video to that one, which was the song Estranged, which is another very high budget, big deal video, lots of MTV play. And the keyboards are really very prominent on that song as
Mm-hmm.
well. So I think it started out as we really just want to play those two songs. However, we understand that you don't want to show up here and just play two songs
Two
and hit a
songs. Yeah.
tambourine for the rest
Right.
rest of the time. And I said, well, you're right, fellas, I don't. So kind of what I did was, the more I would listen to the songs and the more I, went through rehearsals with them and picked up on the little nuances as far as the
Yeah.
way that they played the material, I was sort of able to just figure out by using my chord charts that I had for the music, where it might be appropriate and it might enhance the songs a little bit here and there to add some keys without going too crazy over the top,
Interesting.
but just
Okay.
add some things like, you have ballads like, say, Patience and Don't Cry, and those were not, to my knowledge, recorded with any keys, but when I do add the keys, it seems to go over well. I mean, I think it just kind of rounds things out a little bit.
Right.
And there'll be parts where there's some pretty extensive guitar solos and things like that. Okay, I'm going to back off, at that time. But it really, I just kind of, the guys have been great in that they give me the autonomy and the freedom to just kind of do what I feel is appropriate.
Wow.
And in the beginning, there was a little bit of a figure it out sort of time. Another song that I forgot to mention would be Civil War, that's also on the Use Your Illusion album. So a lot of keyboards.
Yeah.
But really just listening to the tracks as they were recorded was, a great help to me, because you can look at sheet music, but it's not always going to be 100% true to the way they recorded it. So I kind of go back and forth. So I'll use the sheet music, I'll use some chord charts, but some of it is just my intuition that I have to, as a musician, draw on my years of playing experience to be
Yeah.
able to know
Put it
what makes
together.
sense
Yeah.
Yeah.
in that situation. Yeah.
Yeah. DC Dr. Lynn has joined in and he's saying D&D. He said, same challenge here. A band once asked if I could sing solo. I said, yes. They said, no, we need you to sing solo. We can't hear you. Lynn, I understand.
Oh.
I understand that, Lynn.
Oh my goodness.
I was with a band and they
Thank
asked
you,
me if
Lynn.
I could sing tenor, and I said yes. They said no, 10 or 12 miles away from our stage, please. So yeah, I feel you, Lynn. I feel your pain, brother.
Welcome
Absolutely.
in, Lynn.
Yes.
We'll have Laughing with Lynn segment
Coming
here
up
shortly.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes. Yeah. Lynn's
So-
our number one support guy.
Yeah,
so
he's
we
our
appreciate Dr. Lynn.
first ever noted weekly contributor. So
Yes.
That's great.
we'll
That's
give him
great.
the title, and that pays absolutely zero,
Is
Lynn.
it-
So don't even ask.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't gotten anything from it either. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
But
got
look, he gets fame and
Right.
all this
Right.
notoriety from
There
you
he gets
go.
mentioned on the show. I mean, hey,
Hey,
So,
that's
Erika-
a big part of it.
I kind of want to jump into the songwriting part because this really
Yeah.
fascinates
Yeah.
me. And I've asked this question of folks before, but when you start, like if you start writing on a song and you're working, does it ever happen where you're working on one song and something comes to mind and you're working, you're like, wait a minute, that fits in this song over here better, and
Yep.
you're jumping back and forth?
Yes, absolutely. That was the case when back in probably 2019, when I really started trying to write more. I had kind of started writing songs a little bit in my late teens and early 20s,
Wow.
but the problem back then was that I hadn't really taken a lot of time to learn, sort of educate myself about the craft of songwriting and kind
Mhm.
of the right approach. I was just laying on my bed with a notebook thinking, young girl type stuff and drama and whatever and writing it out. And what happened with that kind of stuff was that I didn't have any confidence in anything I was writing. And I would think, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Like, what if someone actually read this, let alone hear it if I ever finish it? And I was like, well, that's just
Yeah.
that's terrible. That sucks. Like that's bad. So I think the problem was at that time I had not lived enough life. I did not have enough life experience to be a songwriter.
Hmm.
So I'll give myself an A for effort for trying at that time in my life. But I also, during that time, was a little disconnected from my instruments because I was going through college. I was, working various jobs. I didn't really have a home base of musical tools as I do now, at that time. So I think when you're really separated from your instruments, even if it's only temporarily, it's hard to do that. It's
Mm.
hard to make something from nothing. And that's kind of the position I was at in that time in my life. But then right around 2019, I was at a point where, let's see, I turned 40 in 2018, and I thought, well, I really would like to get back to music. And if I don't do it now, it's probably never going to happen. My kids were starting to get older and less dependent on me, 24/7. And so I thought, maybe this is something that maybe this is the right time for me to try to get back to it and do it. And so I started doing some writing. I started learning how to use GarageBand. I bought a MacBook and joined some
Hmm.
Facebook groups for, GarageBand users and tried to just watch tutorials and get help from people that I knew. And before too long, I did learn how to record at home. Just record basic guitar tracks, piano tracks, vocals. And so I just continue to kind of build on that, get little hints and tips from wherever I could. And then I started being able to put, my lyrics to music. And I would go back and forth from strumming on the guitar to using the piano because some songs worked better with the guitar, some songs worked better with the piano, and vice versa.
Hmm.
But what you asked about is absolutely true because I really got a very strong writing bug, I guess you could say, in 2019 to 2020, especially during COVID times when
Right.
you couldn't do anything, couldn't go anywhere. And I was writing multiple songs, working on multiple things at that time. And sometimes, something would come into my head and I think, well, no, that doesn't really work right there. But I'm not going to throw it out. I think it could work somewhere else, maybe.
Hmm.
And so that did definitely happen to me. It has happened a few times that just because it doesn't work here doesn't mean that it doesn't work, period. It could work somewhere else. So
And
you're
So
see,
that kind of,
absolutely good question. Yes.
that's what we
yeah,
keep saying about this show. Just because it doesn't appear to work doesn't mean it's not working.
that's right. Keep
Yeah.
believing that.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. For 6 years, it hasn't worked, but we're still making
Yeah.
it.
So
But
yeah,
you're still here. If it
We're
didn't
still
work, you
here.
guys would be long gone,
Right.
we're a
right? So
glutton for punishment.
Right.
no,
That's
see what impresses me is tenacity. I mean, you guys, you kept at it. It's something you enjoy doing, and you've made the time for it. And that's what we always tell our kids. My husband and I tell, if it's something you enjoy doing, then it's worth
Yeah.
doing and it's important, and you
Yeah.
should keep doing it. Over
Well,
time, you will learn. You may not realize you're learning, but you do. But you
yeah.
do
you know,
over
Yeah.
time.
I think Erica being called tenacity, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever called me.
It's probably
Oh,
true.
well, I'm
No,
glad to. That's
you're
great.
you're right. We've met so many wonderful people like
Oh
yourself
yes, definitely. All
that we
joking
would
aside.
never have any kind of, rapport with
Yep.
if we hadn't done this. We mentioned how blessed we are with that we've made those connections over the
For
years,
sure.
and
For sure.
people, we've had people come back on the show, and that means a lot to us.
Oh,
you
it
know,
does,
that
definitely.
they had a good time and want to do it again.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
and,
Absolutely.
yeah. So you're right.
Speaking of meaning a lot, DC,
Yes.
great segue into the question of the week, Eric.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to make you. I'm kind of. This is an expensive show that we put on. It's high quality, high
Sure.
class.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
we do our post show. I mean, every week we do a post show to break down what we did on the show
Right.
at
That's
the
a
Waffle
very
House.
short meeting.
Yes, we do it at the Waffle House every Friday morning. So
That sounds like fun. I love
So-
Waffle House. That sounds great.
So we're going to ask you a very important question,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to give you two bands, and you get to pick whichever band you prefer for whatever reason. And
Okay.
whoever's band you pick, the other has to pay for breakfast at the Waffle House.
Oh,
Now-
fantastic.
Now, DC,
Well, it depends on who wins.
right? DC, I'm just,
If it's all right.
DC. Before we get into that,
Yeah.
I had a problem I need your help with, man. The little mouse traps
Mm-hmm.
that you use, to keep mice. What's the bigger rodent called that's similar to mice but it's bigger? What are they called?
The rat?
Rat, right. Do they make mouse traps or rat traps for those?
You got me.
I've always wondered. I mean, I don't have any, but I want to buy some land with a barn, and I thought I might need a rat trap. But I digress. Anyway, Erika, DC always says I cheat at this, and I never do. I don't know where he gets that from. So we go round and round about this. So while he is telling you the two bands, I'm going to look up what were they called again, DC? Rats. I'm going to look up rat traps while he's giving you some information here. Y'all go ahead and figure this one out. I don't want to be accused of cheating. I'm going to look up some rat traps.
All right.
Nice.
Well, as Lynn said, we could combine both of them and have rat poison.
Right. I might look some of that up too.
So it's rat versus poison.
Oh,
Rat
boy.
versus poison.
Oh,
Wait a
boy.
minute, DC. I seen what you did there. You're trying to hint at something. See, I got you now.
Yeah. Yeah. Any way I can try to win one.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Man, that's a nice rat trap. I'm going to keep looking here.
Oh, man.
See, and I'm already thinking, I'm going back and forth thinking,
So you're going round and round is what
I
I'm
am because there's different things to consider on each side
hearing?
of those.
And you always have to come back for more
Oh, gee.
because you're going round and round. See,
That's right.
That's pretty good. I'll have to admit that one was pretty good.
So, oh boy.
just lay it down, Erika. Just lay it down.
I'm definitely getting there. I'm definitely getting
man.
there. Oh gosh. See, I gotta have something to believe in here. That's what I gotta do. Oh boy.
Oh.
Jeez. So
Well, DC's just looking for a good time.
yeah. Well, who isn't? I mean, we're all looking for nothing but a
Right.
good time.
And a lot of times I get the thorn.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, me
Get
too.
torn.
When I get a thorn, I usually go round and round trying to get that thing out.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
So
That's a tough one on her.
it is tough. So what I'm gonna say is that this kind of has to do with phases of my life, as a music lover, musician. So in all fairness, I would say that due to just my age and my time in life of when I was growing up, Poison was a band that I discovered first, only because when I was a kid, and I was doing a paper route and saving money to buy a stereo and a little shelf system, and bought the CDs, and
Right.
saving my babysitting
Sure.
money to buy, Really, at that time, I invested in a lot of those, I guess you would say, hair band type, glam band kind of albums in the very beginning there. And I do know that, I can remember to this day that I thought, I was big time special when I went and bought the Poison double CD, the live album.
Yes.
And that
Oh,
was one of the
yep.
early, CDs when,
Yep.
CDs were still a new thing.
Right.
New
Back
thing.
then,
Yeah.
yes.
Which I love to talk about with my kids, and they're looking at me like really, mom? Like, okay. But that, Poison was a band that I definitely discovered before I discovered Rat, because of just my age and the time that they became popular. So I think that I went further back, the older I got and the more
Mhm.
I started listening to more, rock, hard rock, glam, metal, any of that stuff, that I do love rap, but they came along later for me. So even though that's kind of a backwards thing, it's due to just me being a kid growing up in the late 80s and early 90s. And when Poison became popular, I mean, they were really, really big. And I think that for me, just their catalog and their material, um it's more, I think, cemented in my brain because of that time in my life when they, became as popular as they did. So because of that, I'm going to have to go with Poison, but I'm also a really big fan of Rat. So that's a tough one. I'm going to have to put Poison first just because of the timeline of my life.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
liked
I'll,
where
I'll
this
say
was
it that way.
going.
So, Erica, it was nice having you on the show. Thank you for joining us. So, for the first time ever, DC, you have come
We're
back.
tied, aren't we?
You have come back and tied up the competition for the Golden
Okay.
Waffle Award.
Okay.
Golden
Well,
Waffle
So,
Award. Yeah, he won it
is
last
so
now
we're,
year.
so we're keeping it interesting here. That's good. That's good.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And
So,
Lynn says DC's just looking for a good time.
Mhm.
Thanks, Lynn.
well, he had it tonight. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Aren't we
wow.
all?
Speaking of
Yep.
Lynn, we need to do Laughing with Lynn.
Oh
segment.
yes, time for our weekly contribution.
Laughing with Lynn. He gave me a couple of them this week, but I really like this one, so I'm going to go with it, Lynn.
All right.
All right. What is Indiana Jones' favorite beer? Indiana
know his
Jones's favorite beer.
I know his favorite pizza is Tombstone, but I don't know about beer.
Oh. So my oldest daughter, who's a sophomore in college, is a huge fan of Harrison Ford and of all the Indiana Jones
Right.
movies of the series. And gosh, I really just, it's like I need a lifeline right now because she could probably help me with this.
Oh wow, you want to use a lifeline now, but not to choose Rad. I see how this is going.
Well, here it is, folks. What is Indiana Jones's favorite beer? Rolling Rock, of course.
Oh
Rolling
my
Rock.
goodness. How can I not?
So, Lynn, we appreciate it, buddy. Keep them coming.
That's a good
and,
one. I like
That
that.
is,
I like
yes.
that.
Thanks, Lynn.
Good job, Dr. Lynn. Yeah.
Well, because I mean, what do
we
you
appreciate
think of when you think of you think of that?
The
That's
rolling
a
bowl,
rock.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
rolling, yeah.
I definitely do. Yeah,
So
for
there
sure.
you go. That's a
I
good
like
one,
that.
buddy.
I
So
like
we
that.
appreciate you. We appreciate you. Trivia time as well?
Yes, I think it is. Now, you want to go ahead and reveal last week's trivia
I
answer?
will. Yeah, let me do that because our friend that we had on last week, Mr. Mike Skill from the Romantics, was wanting to, he said that, and he may check in with us. He said he was going to check in on the show this week to see if he got it right or not. So, Mike, if you're listening, or if you will be listening to the repeat here, you were right, buddy. It is what you thought it was, and here it is. Which all-time best-selling arcade game was released on May 22nd, 1980?
Mm.
Erica,
And that
any
would be
guess?
the dots. Pac-Man. Eating those dots. So Pac-Man. So yeah, Mike, you were right. That was his guess, and good guess.
So
That also would have been my guess. And then of course I would have questioned myself thinking, well, is that just the obvious choice? Is that the
Right.
obvious answer?
Right.
And then I'm thinking, well, what
That's why I
about Donkey
chose it.
Kong?
Yeah.
And,
see, that's
you know,
what I went with was Donkey Kong because I
Yeah,
thought
that's what
Pac-Man
he
was
chose.
too
it's
obvious.
also a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this week's trivia, and for those of you joining in, make sure you put your answers in on our Facebook, or you can send them an email over how you want to do that.
Right.
Remember, if you're correct, your name goes into a draw, and DC will draw a name. You win nothing. We throw the name away and move on. So it's all good.
No, that's not necessarily true.
Well, explain it to me, DC. I'm sorry, I got that
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. The winner will be able to do a co-host with us, co-host the show
Yes.
with us. So we're looking
Nice.
forward to
Very
seeing
nice.
who that possibly will be.
Yeah,
So you want me to give this week's trivia?
Yes, let's do this week's trivia. And Erica, you can guess, but we can't reveal the answer. You'll have to tune in next week to see if you're right.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
So
Fair enough.
which famous U.S. pop star original name is Anna Mae Bullock?
I'm going with Billy Idol.
There you go. Okay.
No clue.
All right.
I have no clue.
Yeah, so I'll say it again for everybody. Which famous U.S. pop star's original name is Anna Mae Bullock?
I do know the answer to this one, actually.
All right. Very
I do.
good.
I
Very
do.
good. So we'll have that answer next week. So, Lynn, you go searching for it, or whoever is online. Yeah, they'll be searching. They have to do the AI
So
thing on it. Or something.
with the way Erica gave me a look, I'm guessing my answer was wrong. So I mean, I'm already out.
Yeah,
of the contest.
I think yours
So-
was
Well,
definitely wrong.
I thought it was interesting how you said Billy Idol and not Billy Eilish.
Oh, that's what I
That
meant.
one I thought,
That's what I meant.
but hey, but this is an 80s show, so
It is.
That's
It
why
is.
he's got 80s on his mind. Yes.
Wow.
it's
That's what I
understandable.
meant. The one, the girl that has all the spiders that the young people are in. Yeah.
Mhm.
I said Billy Idol. That's even.
Well, that's why I didn't say
figured,
nothing.
hey,
I was like,
it's an 80s show, so
yeah,
guess I was
DH
wrong.
is
It's
like
all
going
good.
off in left field here.
It's been
So
a
I'll let him
long
go.
week.
I'll
You
just let
know-
him go.
You know,
I
DC,
understand.
here's the
Yes.
thing. So since I don't win these competitions, my checks still come in with all zeros on it. Does that mean I don't have to co-host next week?
Yes, you do.
Oh, well, okay.
Speaking of that, we'll talk here in just a few minutes about a
Yes.
special week coming up for us. Two
Yes,
shows.
yes. 2 shows next
Two
week.
shows next week. Yeah.
Not
Nice.
giving me any break.
So no. Erica, before we let you go, talk to us about some upcoming stuff that you got and how people can follow you and all that great stuff.
Yes. Absolutely, I would love to. So, Sins and Roses, which is the Guns N' Roses tribute
a great
band
name
that
for
I am
It
a member of. They already had the name before I got there, so I
Yeah,
can't take any
that's
credit for
great.
that. But we are definitely the number one Guns N' Roses tribute in the Chicago area, and you know we get all over the area. We
Right.
really try to get out there and expand our fan base as much as possible. We do fests, we do casinos, we do the bars, you name it, theaters. So we will be next here appearing April 18th at Corrigan's Pub in Shorewood, Illinois, which is just a short 20 minutes from my house. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's good for you. Yeah. There you
I
go.
win.
Right.
So
Right.
and then April 25th, we will be at Q Casino in Dubuque, Iowa, which is one of
Wow.
our favorite places to play. They are just wonderful people over there, wonderful management and fans and staff and everything. So we're looking forward to getting back over there. We've been there several times and it's always been great. So yes, April 25th, we'll be back in Dubuque, Iowa, Q
Dubuque.
Casino.
Yes.
Dubuque, yes. And so, and as for me personally, I will be a part of the songwriters round at Shirley's Piano Bar in Barrington, Illinois, up on the north side on Tuesday, May 5th. I was just invited to do that here recently. I'm a little nervous, but I do have a good amount of time to prepare. So, really honored to be invited to do that, being a part of that small group that's going to be performing there. So I will have 30 minutes to do an original set of my
Wow.
music.
Awesome.
So
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm starting to get my act together and prepare for that, and I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
nervous, but in a good way.
In a good way.
I always tell
Yeah.
my kids, like, you have to be 90% excited and 10% nervous. You have to think of it as the nervous is just that little piece of the pie, just that little one, because that means you care. So if you're not
Right.
at all nervous, that's not good either. But a little bit's okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I was very honored and thrilled to be invited. This is the first time I've ever done something like that. So really excited to do that. And I'm hoping that it's going to inspire me to get my act together to release another EP sometime in the near
Wow.
future. I definitely have the material. It's just kind of sitting there waiting to be finished.
There
So
you go. There you
yep.
go.
Awesome.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank
Fantastic.
Yes.
you.
Yeah. So how can they follow you on the different social platforms and
Yes,
stuff?
good question. So first of all, band website is sinsandroses.com. So
Okay.
that's easy enough. So booking inquiries, schedule, all that. Sins and Roses Chicago. We also have a Facebook page as well as Instagram. You search that, it'll come up right away. As for me, you can find me just Erika Johnston Miner on Facebook, or also Erika Miner Music on Instagram.
Yes.
So I do have links in my socials where you can access my music as well. Erika Miner Music on YouTube as well. So
Fantastic. We'll have to get Sins and Roses on the show, DH.
sure,
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to get
We,
you guys back on here.
Yes, we would love that, and we're always looking to travel too. So
Need to
hopefully,
get down to Nashville area,
one of these
don't you?
days we can head down to Nashville. We
Oh,
we
That would
would
be
love that.
amazing.
We
We'll
would
be
love
there.
it.
We'll be
Yes,
there.
we will.
Sure.
We'll definitely be there.
We'd love to.
Absolutely.
We're always up for a good road trip. So
There you go.
I thought
There
you were
go.
going to rub it in and say always up for a good time. I was just going to no, I'm just going to hide my face.
well, that's true also. But I mean,
Look,
I hate
you
to speak
just
for the
keep
rest of my
going
band
round and
members, but
round back
it's
to it.
yeah. No, here we go. Yep, round and round
That's
again.
right.
But yeah, I
Oh,
feel like, by the way, that was a very difficult question because I thought, it's just the timeline of my life. It's here and then it's here. But I really am
yeah.
a big fan of Rad as well. Just timing, I kind of discovered that all
There
kind
you
of a
go.
little bit later. So
There you
Yeah.
go. Erika, it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
All the
for me
safe
as well.
travels and yeah, best to your family and safe in your travels as
Thank
you
you.
perform. And can you hang out with us as we wrap up the show?
Yes, I sure can.
All right, fantastic. DH, take it, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. Erika, we would like to thank you for joining in, and we're going to offer you either congratulations or condolences,
Condolences.
whichever way you look at it, because you're now part of the D&D family. So either congratulations or we're sorry, but you're stuck with us now. So there it is. So, see, she hung up.
she left us.
She's like, nope, I'm out.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
the
good way to run
perfect-
off our guests,
That's
man.
perfect time. We want to thank Erika for joining us, though. Oh, she got me on that one. That was funny. Nope, I'm out.
She's coming back on.
Sorry, I had a spam call, and I thought, now, really? Like, who's spam calling me right now?
You don't have to
Like,
say that.
Listen,
we know that you just cut off DH
That was
because
the best
he needed to be
time.
cut
It's
off.
like, nope, not joining that family. I'm out.
No, I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, crap, no. And I was trying to how do I get back to it?
Oh, that was classic.
That was the best timing ever. That was that.
Sometimes I
comedic
think
timing.
I'm super tech savvy, and other times I'm like, I'm so not tech savvy. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that was
great.
I'm like, we're sorry. Click.
Say,
Nope.
whoops. Well, maybe she don't want to be part of the family then. Okay.
No, I'm all about being part of the family.
Oh
That's just my luck. That's how I roll. That's how
Oh.
things happen in my universe.
That is the moment of the year so far.
It is.
So
It's
I
like,
love-
That
oh,
wouldn't
I
happen
love it.
again in a million years to us. Right at that perfect time.
that's where the universe says to me, look, we'll let you get 3/4 through the podcast, but not the whole
Right.
way.
Not the rest of the way.
That's Gotcha.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, DH.
I'm gonna
When
get
you
it back
get some
together
breath
here.
back, go ahead and
Yes, I
try.
gotta
Sorry
get it
about
back
that,
together.
by the way.
No,
Oh.
you're fine.
So
That was
anyway,
great.
that was-
He
so you
can't
can,
stop.
but I can't. That was hilarious. That was the most hilarious thing going. So, folks, you can find us on YouTube, Instagram,
I think.
Facebook. I don't know, or just turn it off like Erika did. It's all
That's right.
good. Just
It's
put
all
it down.
You know, the biggest thing with comedy is timing, right? I mean,
Right,
No,
and
absolutely.
that was perfect. That's what made it so funny. Or you can find us on Canyon Star TV. Yes, folks. Join us on all those social medias. Give us a like, give us a shout out, turn us off like Erika did. It's all good. Whatever you feel.
Any
just go
negative
with it.
comments go to DH. Address them to
Right.
DH.
I'll turn them off. Don't worry. Just hit the button.
Uh,
Oh, but folks, oh, as I always say, I gotta stop this. I can't stop. That was funny. As I always say before I send it over to DC, folks, remember, it doesn't cost anything extra to be kind. So always be kind to each other and
That's
don't
right.
hang up
Amen.
on people.
That's right.
DC.
and don't hang up on people. Yeah. All right, let's get to sponsors in real
All
quick.
right.
DND Dynamite 80s would like to thank their sponsors: Hudson's Flags and More, Jackie's Creations on Facebook, PJG Marketing, The Roy Band, Totally Cool 80s, Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, The Magic Yarn Project, and Hearts for Isabella. Please check out all these great folks online.
Yes, folks. And when we started this, now 6 years ago, DC, we're into year 6. And it's the first
Yeah.
time we ever got hung up on. So it's a new tradition.
I
When we
love it.
started
I
this,
love
we said if we ever get to the point that we can help out and give back, we wanted to do that. And we have been
Mhm.
so blessed to be kind of part of the partner up and help
That's
out with
easy for
3
you to say,
organizations.
yes.
I'm
Yeah.
still laughing on the inside. I'm trying to
Right.
get my composure back. That was
Right,
just
right, right.
hilarious. Condolences, Arkin. Nope, I'm out. but we've been blessed to be associated with 3 great organizations.
Yes.
The
Yes.
first one is the Magic Yarn. You may have to finish it. The Magic Yarn
Yes.
Project. And what these folks do is volunteers across the nation, and they hand knit head coverings and then donate them to children that are battling cancers. They do like the
Mhm.
princes and the superheroes and all that. It makes such a
Mhm.
difference for those kids. The next organization is Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, our
Mhm.
friend the Vooch, and Paul Carafotis.
the actor.
And what they
Yep.
do is with their donations, they provide books to kids that may not otherwise be able to obtain books.
Yep.
And as educators, we know how important literacy is at a young age.
Yep, that's right.
And through Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, we met a tremendous family. And there's our
See if I can
precious
get
angel,
Sweet in
Isabella.
there. Yep.
Yep, there's Isabella right there.
Mhm.
Isabella was born with a heart issue and she succumbed to it. And her family has started an organization, Hearts for Isabella, where they go into hospitals and help families going through
Support families
similar
that are suffering with the
situations.
same
Yes.
problem.
So
Yep.
Very nice.
if you find it in your heart, we ask that you please help these organizations. Positive thoughts, prayers, monetarily, whatever you want to send. We would appreciate
great
that.
great people.
And so please look to help them out, and we would appreciate that. And DC, I'm going to throw it over to you to finish off, and I'm going to go ahead and hang up. I'm going to take Erika's lead.
All right. Yeah, 2 big shows next week, brother.
Oh, I know, man. Too.
Yeah, fantastic. Monday, March 23rd, we'll have Kevin
Monday.
Rankin,
Say that
the
again.
drummer from A Flock of Seagulls.
Monday.
Very nice.
Monday,
Great band.
Monday.
Great group.
Yeah.
Then Wednesday night, our normal Wednesday night, March 25th, Cheryl Cooley, the co-founder of Climax,
Yes.
will be on as well. So
Very
we've
nice.
got a great week of
Yes.
guests coming up, and looking forward to it, buddy.
Oh, it's going to be another amazing week. And here's the thing, and I want to tell everybody, we appreciate all our listeners. We appreciate all of our
Absolutely.
family members that come on and our guests, because we're starting into year 6. And as we were talking the other day, we're already booking out into September.
September.
Hey, that's
So,
great.
You
Very
know,
nice.
I don't think DC is going to give me a week off anytime soon, so we're going to keep this thing rolling.
Try not to. Yeah,
I know, and for all of our other our family members and guests and everybody that's going to come on the show watching, please don't take Erika's lead. I mean, no, I'm just.
Right.
So I realize now what I should have done is just let the call go and done nothing, right? Because it probably wouldn't have hurt anything. It just they would have hung up or gone to voicemail or something. But no, I had to react. See, if I wouldn't have reacted, it would have been fine.
But if you had done
What
that,
would
we
have
would have
been even
missed the
better
comedy gold. That
if you
was
would have
hilarious.
answered it and said, "I'm on a show right now," we would have heard the whole conversation. That would have been.
No, I don't. I don't want to extend my car warranty, but because I'm I'm a little
by
bit.
the way, I'm on a show right now.
A little bit
By the
busy
way-
right now, and my roof is good.
Right?
Thanks. Yeah.
DC, we just had a post come in from the Roy brand, well, the Roy
Yes.
band, some of our great friends and folks. If you get a chance, you're in the Nashville area, you need to get out and see the Roy band. They're amazing individuals,
Guys, we
great
appreciate
people.
you so much.
And they're saying, great to see you guys. Sorry I joined in late.
Yes.
Just the recap for you, for everyone listening in. It basically ended with Erika hanging up on me.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
No, I'm
for
not.
for a spam call.
Right,
of
for a
all
spam
Or a
call,
spam
right?
call.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if it was for a spam sandwich, I can understand, but a spam call,
Yeah.
Right.
Another
But-
fine 80s reference. That's
Yes.
good.
That's good.
But guys, seriously, if y'all get a chance to get out and see the Roy band, amazing individuals, amazing people.
Great
You'll have a great
musicians.
night. Great
They are
musicians.
fantastic. And they
always,
are wonderful to us. We
amazing. So we give them a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
DC, another busy week coming up. The first
Yes.
show of season 6 is in the books.
Yeah, so we couldn't ask for a better guest. That's
No.
for
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
sure.
And
Our pleasure. Our
like I
pleasure,
said,
for
what
sure.
a thrill to get to meet some new people across the country right from your own home. I think it's wonderful, and
That's cool stuff.
love
It
doing
is.
podcasts. I would do them once a week if I could, and so I was really excited to get your invitation, and really it's been great talking with you. Really nice meeting you, and I hope to get back to Nashville soon. It's been too long for me. I think I'm due for another
Well,
visit.
Well, when
Let
you
us
do,
know,
Erica,
for sure, yeah.
holler at us, and
I
DC
sure
will
will.
buy DC will buy
DH
breakfast.
will buy the
I'll-
breakfast.
No, DC will buy breakfast. I'm just going to hang up on the call.
Right.
And
wow.
you reserve that right. I will
Right.
I will honor your
Listen.
right.
10 years from now, Erica, when you join us with some new project, I'm just going to keep saying, and ladies and gentlemen, the first person to ever hang up.
Yep. That's
So
right.
You
Oh.
made
It was
yourself
me.
famous on our show. For
It
sure.
was me.
Oh,
It was
it
me.
happens to all of us.
Fantastic.
It was hilarious.
So, Eric,
Thank
for,
you.
Timing. Yep.
yeah,
It was.
It's all
perfect
about
timing.
timing. That's for sure.
It is.
Erica, I
It
hope
is.
that we can reach out and
Yes.
have you on again. And
Would love to.
I'm serious. We want to get the guys on as well for
Sure.
that show.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll
Yes.
look into
Absolutely.
doing that. Fantastic.
Sounds great. Thank
All
you
right.
guys so much. It was really nice meeting you.
Thank you,
All
Erica.
right,
and
so
God
for
Good
bless.
luck with the
DH.
rest of your season. Momentum is key. You gotta
Well,
just
check
keep
in
going.
with us.
Keep
Check
going.
in with the shows. That's
I
for
sure will.
All right. So for DH, Erika Miner, I am DC, and DC always leads us out by saying, keep playing those 80s, my friends, and we'll see you next time.
See you Monday night, folks.
Yeah, see you Monday night. Thank you, Erika.
Thank you guys.